Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of the Acronis series. Alex Williamson from Acronis will be discussing the Acronis graphical user interface. Leading this discussion will be Ax and Katleho. Enjoy.
Alex, can you take us through the advantages of a deployable cloud service, more especially when it comes to usability, skill set, as well as support?
So with Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud, because it's a cloud-based service, exactly, it means that a single user, a single operator from the service provider side or from the end user side will be able to log in from anywhere and operate the system from their web browser. This makes it extremely easy to use. It's a very intuitive UI system that we have there. And from a skill set perspective, this means that managers of the service providers, or IT personnel will be able to manage all the various services that Acronis offers from the single console. It's a single pane of glass to be able to manage your backups, your anti-malware, your patch management, your disaster recovery. What this means is that it saves time for the person managing it, but also it makes it much easier to support because there's one product to learn about, one product, one interface, and makes it very convenient to support instead of having to learn about 5 different products with all their different UIs and so on. It's one product.
So it's all about the ease of usability.
Precisely. That's exactly what it is. It's to make offering these services easy, efficient, and secure.
I'm expecting very positive feedback from the engineers that are going to use this console. I've spent some time on your console and it's very intuitive. There's a lot that you can see and achieve from one pane of glass. Could you show me the front end of the administrative console? What would an onboarded customer see?
Sure, absolutely. So what we have here is the Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud Management Console. So this is where users and admins would log in and view all the management aspects of the product. So you have your list of customers over here, multi-tiered and multi-tenanted. So you'll be able to move in and browse each individual customer over here. And then we have our manage service option, which will take you to the service console where you'll be able to really manage the meat and bones of the product, where you'll go in and manage your backups, your cyber protection, disaster recovery, anti-malware, etc., which we see over here. So a user who is able to log in will be able to manage customers and users, but then also the specific devices and protections.
Alex, I've worked on multiple provider consoles, and what I enjoyed about yours was its flow, usability, and its ease of navigation. It just flows logically. Could you just go through and touch some of the bases? I'm sure our tech heads are very interested to see it.
Sure, absolutely. What we have here is the Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud Management Console. And as you can see, it's a single pane of glass. We will be able to get information about what is being protected in your environment. It is a multi-tiered and multi-tenanted platform. So we'll be able to see all the customers that you have added over here and manage them respectively. Additionally, you'll be able to go in to the service console. We'll be able to manage the actual services, your backups, your anti-malware, disaster recovery, and patch management, etc. And in the service console, you'll once again get a great overview of the activities, alerts, summaries, etc. of all your devices, and you'll be able to add new devices, create protection plans to define the protection aspects of your devices. It's a very simple, very intuitive, and informative console that we have here.
I know the technical teams are going to enjoy the upcoming sessions we have planned for them. We will be doing deeper dives into some of the features and functionality that demonstrate the power of Acronis. The tech geeks are going to love those golden nuggets of information. I'm excited to be learning from your team, as well as versing myself with a comprehensive training material and courseware that is available online via the Acronis Partner Portal.
Sure, absolutely. We'll be going into quite a bit more depth about the various services and offerings that are part of the Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud product. And just to give you a bit more information about what those are, we'll be going through the backup and advanced backup products over there. Then the disaster recovery and all the various aspects relating to that. Then we'll be moving on to advanced security, which contains our anti-malware and anti-ransomware services, and then advanced management, which will be your patch management and vulnerability assessment services. Then we'll be moving on to advanced email security, which is your security for your email to provide anti-spam and anti-phishing services. And then we'll be going to some nice product features such as instant restore. We'll get into a bit more detail about that. And then the monitoring and reporting of this, because we know that's a very important aspect. And then the storage services and storage options that we offer. And then lastly, we'll be doing the hybrid disaster recovery, which is a very exciting newly launched feature, which we think is worth an entire episode itself.
I'm really looking forward to the demos. Thanks, Alex.
Once a customer has shown interest to the Acronis product, how long is the onboarding process?
Yep, that's a great question. So it's really, really simple and quick. You can have them up and running within 5 minutes. Let me demonstrate this over here. So a service provider within the management console, they want to sign up this new customer. It's very simple. Click on new customer, and then you are presented with the options over here. So very simple to add the name of the business, select trial or production mode. Then we can choose the management mode, self-service or managed by service provider. Choose the various security options, two-factor authentication or enhanced security mode, or both. Then one needs to create the administrator account and use their here. Then we go to select the services. Now, this is where it's going to depend on what the service provider is selling to the customer, right? So various options such as your protection, and then the advanced packs over here can be enabled or disabled. And then the additional services, file sync and share, physical data shipping, or notary services can be chosen here. Once those have been decided, you can move on to configure the services. In other words, set the quotas and enable or disable various workload protection types for the particular customer, as well as set quotas for the advanced packs, and then the quotas for the storage locations for your backup, disaster recovery, and local backup. And then you click done, and that's it.
Oh.
Now,
oh, that's impressive. I like how intuitive it is and how granular you can actually get into the services.
absolutely. And once an account is created, you can even edit it afterwards. So perhaps a customer decides they want to change something or add new services. You can easily edit the customer and edit the quotas that you have set for them.
So what would an onboarded customer look like on the console?
Sure, absolutely. So once the service provider has created the user account for the customer, they will activate that user account and log in, and then they will be faced with this screen over here. They will be able to navigate to the various consoles. We have your management portal over here, which will take us to a very similar looking management portal that we saw earlier, but this is specifically for the customer. In this management portal, the customer will be able to manage other additional users, see an overview of their protected workloads and environment, and also then they will be able to navigate to the service console. And this is where they will be able to add their devices for protection over here. And when they log in over here, they will see no devices added. And here they will then click to add their devices. In other words, download the agents and install it on the devices that need protection.
Well, that looks simple enough, and I think any administrator would be able to navigate through that console. Thanks, Alex.
Alex, thanks for taking the time to introduce Acronis Cyber Protect. I'm excited about this series, and I'm looking forward to learning more from the Acronis engineers.
Sure, absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Wow, this was a very informative session. Till the next time. Thanks, Alex.
Great. Thanks very much, guys.